is. Ladies, gentlemen, gather round. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have a way of just disarming you? How they can walk into a room and instantly you feel this warmth, this energy, this calmness. It's almost like they've got this magic touch, this invisible aura that makes everything feel right, But what if I told you that there's a secret, a power you can possess that makes you not just powerful, but irresistible? What if I told you that for a man, the way to his heart, his mind and even his soul has nothing to do with grand gestures or complex strategies. It's simpler than that. And it has the power to melt him mentally, to disarm him in ways that make him question everything he thought he knew about relationships, love, and connection. Now, I know you've heard the phrase, you gotta play hard to get, or don't show too much too soon, but I want to take that myth, break it down, and build something much stronger and much more real in its place. I'm talking about something authentic, something raw, something that will leave him not just wanting more, but actually needing more. You want to know the secret, it's the power of your confidence. I'm not talking about the kind of confidence that comes from a good hair day or wearing that dress you know he'll notice. No, I'm talking about something deeper. I'm talking about that unshakable confidence that comes from being secure in yourself, your thoughts, your choices, your worth, and everything you stand for. It's about being unapologetically you in every sense of the word. You see, there's something about a woman who stands tall, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, that can stop a man in his tracks. A woman who knows exactly who she is, where she's headed, and what she deserves. That's the kind of power I'm talking about. But here's the kicker, confidence doesn't scream, it whispers. When you walk into a room with confidence, you don't need to announce your presence. You don't need to say a word. It's in the way you hold yourself, the way you move, the way you carry yourself through the world. Men, we notice that. We can't help it. And the funny thing is, when a man sees that kind of confidence, it challenges him. It makes him look at himself and question his own worth. You see, many of us walk around with a facade, trying to be tough, trying to play it cool. But when we encounter a woman who is genuinely self-assured, it exposes something in us that we might not even fully understand. We start to wonder, what is it about her that makes her so different? So at peace with who she is and makes us think. And that's exactly what you want. You want him thinking. You want him to feel like he's got to earn your attention, your respect, your trust. But here's the thing, you're not playing hard to get. You're just busy being your best self. And that's the kind of energy that causes us to melt mentally. Because when you're sure of yourself, we realize we've got to step up our game. But confidence alone isn't enough. You need to combine it with something else, something even more powerful, vulnerability. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, hold on, vulnerability, isn't that a sign of weakness? Absolutely not. Vulnerability is one of the most powerful things you can possess. It's the key that unlocks deeper connection. It's what makes you real. And when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you show him that you trust him. Let me tell you something, vulnerability creates intimacy. When you let down your guard, when you allow him to see your fears, your hopes, your dreams, your scars, that's when the magic happens. It's in those moments that a man begins to feel a deep emotional connection. He starts to feel like you're not just someone he's attracted to, but someone he can understand and relate to. And the truth is, men crave that kind of connection, but it's not just about talking about your feelings. No. Vulnerability is also about the way you show up in the world. It's in the way you give, the way you support, and the way you love. The most magnetic women are the ones who are comfortable being real, who don't hide behind a mask of perfection or try to be something they're not. When you show up as your authentic self, imperfections and all, you invite him into a space where he can also be vulnerable. And when a man feels like he can be vulnerable with you, when he knows you're a safe space for his deepest thoughts and emotions, something incredible happens. We melt. Men are programmed to be strong, to have it all together, to be the provider and protector. But deep down, every man wants to be seen and understood without judgment, without expectation. When a woman creates that space, when she allows him to just be, it flips everything. It opens his heart in ways he didn't even know were possible. And the best part, it's effortless. You don't have to try to make him fall for you. When you embody that combination of confidence and vulnerability, it's like you're speaking directly to his heart. It's as if you found the key to his mind and heart, and now you hold the power to unlock whatever door you choose. But let's take this a step further. There's one more thing you can do to truly make him melt mentally. Be supportive, but don't enable. There's a fine line between being there for someone and enabling their bad habits. And trust me, men can sense it when you cross that line. He doesn't want someone who will simply give in to his every whim. No, he wants someone who believes in him, who challenges him, and who pushes him to be better. You see, the strongest relationships are not the ones where everything is easy. They're the ones where both people inspire each other to grow. And when you support him in his goals, dreams, and ambitions, while still holding him accountable, you create a dynamic where both of you are lifting each other up. But remember, this support doesn't come with strings attached. You don't have to be a martyr. You don't have to put his needs above your own. You don't have to lose yourself in the process. In fact, you should do the opposite. The more you focus on your own growth, the more you'll inspire him to do the same. When a man sees you growing, thriving, living out your dreams, he can't help but admire you. He can't help but think, this woman, she's got something I need in my life. She's got a vision, a passion, a strength that I've got to be a part of. But it's important to remember that the foundation of all this is self-respect. When you respect yourself, you automatically demand respect from others. And not just from anyone, but from the person who matters most to him. Now, I know all this sounds like a lot. You might be thinking, how can I be confident and vulnerable at the same time? You might be thinking, this all sounds so perfect, but is it really that easy? The answer is yes and no. It takes work, absolutely. It takes self-awareness. It takes courage. But the truth is, when you start living authentically, when you start owning your power, when you start standing tall in your worth, you'll begin to notice something incredible happening. You'll start attracting the kind of man who deserves you. Not the one who only wants to play games. Not the one who's going to waste your time. No, the one who recognizes your worth and wants to be a better man because of you. Because the real secret to making a man melt mentally is this: you don't chase him. You simply live your best life. And when you do that, you'll find that the right man will not only be drawn to you, he'll be inspired by you. And that's when the magic happens. So stand tall, ladies, keep walking in your confidence, keep loving yourself unconditionally, and keep being the incredible woman you were always meant to be. And I promise you, he'll be melting every time you walk into the room. Confidence is not simply an outward display of self-assuredness, nor is it an ego-driven attempt to prove something to others. True confidence comes from within, from a place of deep self-awareness, self-acceptance, and self-love. It isn't about needing validation from the world around you. It's about being secure in who you are, regardless of the opinions or judgments of others. It is the quiet certainty that you are enough as you are, without needing to change or conform to anyone's standards. When you are confident, the way you move, speak, and carry yourself radiates a powerful energy that demands respect and admiration. Confidence begins with understanding your own worth. It starts with knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you bring to the table. This deep self-understanding eliminates the need for external validation. You no longer seek approval because you have already given it to yourself. You recognize your unique qualities and strengths and you embrace them unapologetically. Confidence is knowing that your value is not determined by how others see you, but by how you see yourself. You accept your flaws as much as your strengths recognizing that they all contribute to who you are. At the core of true confidence is self-acceptance. You cannot fully embrace your potential until you accept yourself with all your imperfections. It's understanding that you are not perfect, and that's okay. Perfection is a myth. No one is perfect, but everyone is worthy. Confidence is the recognition that your mistakes, your failures, and your struggles are not reflections of your worth. They are part of your growth. They are the very things that shape you into the person you are becoming. When you accept your entire journey you release the need to hide or cover up parts of yourself. You can be fully yourself without fear of judgment, without fear of rejection, because you already accept who you are, flaws and all. Self-awareness is a crucial part of confidence. Knowing your strengths allows you to walk into any room with a sense of assurance. But knowing your weaknesses is just as important. It's understanding where you might need improvement, but not seeing those areas as flaws or shortcomings. Instead, you see them as opportunities for growth. Confidence is not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, acknowledging where you are, and feeling no shame in striving to be better. The way confidence manifests itself in your body language speaks volumes. A confident person stands tall, shoulders back, head held high. Their posture exudes an energy of strength, but it's not an aggressive or domineering strength. It's a quiet power, a kind of magnetic energy that draws others in. The way you walk, the way you carry yourself the way you make eye contact. All of these things reflect the confidence that resides inside you. When you are truly confident, you don't need to speak loudly or forcefully to be noticed. Your presence is enough. Confidence also manifests itself in how you handle challenges and adversity. When life throws obstacles in your path, a confident person faces them with grace and resilience. They don't shy away from difficulty or run from fear. Instead, they embrace the challenge, knowing that it will only make them stronger. Confidence is about having the strength to weather storms, to navigate the ups and downs of life with the belief that you can overcome anything. It's about staying calm under pressure, trusting that you have the ability to handle whatever comes your way. When you are confident, challenges are not threats. They are opportunities to prove to yourself just how strong you truly are. True confidence also allows you to set boundaries. It's knowing what you will and won't accept and being unapologetic about it. Confidence is about being able to say no without guilt, to walk away from situations or people that no longer serve your highest good. It's understanding that your time, your energy, and your peace of mind are valuable, and that you have the right to protect them. When you are confident, you don't feel the need to explain yourself or justify your choices. You know what's right for you and you trust that others will understand and respect that. You are no longer afraid of disappointing others because you realize that disappointing yourself is the worst thing you can do. When you are confident, you stop comparing yourself to others. The constant race to keep up with others, to outdo, outperform, or outshine fades away. Confidence comes from within, not from external comparisons. It's about knowing that your journey is unique and your path is yours to walk. You understand that someone else's success doesn't diminish your own, and that their achievements don't make you any less worthy. Confidence is about celebrating your own successes, no matter how big or small, and recognizing that you are on your own timeline. You no longer feel the need to compete because you know that the only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. This shift in mindset creates a ripple effect in every area of your life. When you exude confidence, you attract opportunities. People are drawn to you, not because of how you look or what you do, is, but because of the energy you give off. Confidence is magnetic. It draws people in because it makes others feel safe, seen, and respected. Is. It creates an environment where trust can flourish and authentic connections can be made. When you believe in yourself, others are more likely to believe in you too. Is. Your confidence gives them permission to be confident in their own lives as well. At its core, confidence is a form of self-love. It is the recognition that you are worthy of good things. Is. You are worthy of respect, of love, of success, and of happiness. Confidence is not arrogance. It's the quiet knowing that you deserve everything good that comes your way. It's about allowing yourself to receive, knowing that you are deserving of abundance in all forms. When you love yourself, you stop second guessing your decisions. You stop waiting for someone else to tell you that you are good enough. You already know that you are, and that knowledge empowers you to make bold decisions and take risks. Confidence gives you the courage to step outside your comfort zone, to challenge yourself, and to grow in ways you never thought possible. When you are truly confident, you stop seeking perfection. You begin to embrace the messiness of life, the ups and downs, the twists and turns. You recognize that mistakes are not failures, they are part of the process. Confidence allows you to make mistakes without letting them define you. It's the ability to fail forward, to get back up after being knocked down, and to keep moving with your head held high. You realize that the road to success is not a straight line, but a series of steps, some big and some small, some easy and some difficult. And through it all, you continue forward because confidence is rooted in the belief that every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. Confidence is contagious. When you have it, it empowers others to find their own. Your belief in yourself gives others the permission to believe in themselves too. It's a gift you give not only to yourself, but to those around you. When you walk into a room with confidence, you are not only showing the world who you are also showing them what's possible for them. You set the tone, you raise the bar, and you inspire others to step into their own greatness. Confidence is an energy that ripples outward, lifting others as it lifts you. It creates a cycle of positivity, of self-love, and of empowerment that spreads far beyond you. The beauty of confidence is that it isn't something you need to achieve or attain. It's not a destination. Confidence is a journey, a process, an ongoing commitment to yourself. It's something you cultivate daily. It's in the little choices you make, the thoughts you choose to believe, and the actions you take. The more you practice confidence, the more it becomes ingrained in who you are. Over time, it becomes second nature. You no longer have to force it. It simply flows through you, radiating from every part of your being. And while confidence can be nurtured over time, it is never something you lose. Once you tap into the wellspring of your inner power, it's there to stay. Even in moments of doubt, even in moments of uncertainty, your confidence is always with you, waiting to be rediscovered. It's like a muscle that, when exercised regularly, becomes stronger and more resilient. And when you tap into that well of confidence, there's no limit to what you can achieve. The world becomes your oyster, and you realize that you have everything you need to create the life you desire. Confidence is not just a trait. It's a way of life, a mindset that propels you towards success, happiness, and fulfillment.